Hello guys, this is Reese from Bommarito St. Peter's Volkswagen in St. Louis. Today I'm bringing you a 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan SEL R-Line Turbo 4Motion. This particular one is opal white pearl on the exterior with amber brown leather interior. It features keyless entry on 2 doors, the LED light bar on the front with an illuminated front logo, the aggressive piano black R-Line front end air intakes, and then you also have a splash of black down here at the base. Park distance sensors front and rear, power folding mirrors with body colored mirror caps, body colored panels at the base of the doors, 20-inch machine black and silver alloy wheels, the R-Line badge right beneath the mirror, silver roof rails, silver window sills, or actually correction, it's not window sills, but you have this silver hockey stick that goes up into the A-pillar up front, but it's just black around the trim here. You do also have the 3D tail lights on the back. And then you also have this diamond pattern, this gloss black diamond pattern on the back here. It says SEL Turbo off to the left, 4Motion off to the right, and Tiguan right there in the middle beneath the illuminated rear logo. And then there's your tail light settings there. Tinted glass on all of the rear windows. A panoramic sunroof is standard on this one. Let's open it up and see what we got. On the inside here, here's that amber brown color on the door inset here. You have contrast stitching on the edges here, and then black leatherette on the arm pad with contrast stitching here. Bottle storage in the door right here. Power lift gate. You just lift up on that guy right there, and that opens the rear hatch. You just lift up and hold, and that will close that hatch. The key is to make sure you hold. Stainless steel scuff plate right here. It says R-Line on it, or it says the R-Line logo there, I should say. 3-seat memory with a massage button up front here, forward, back, up, and down, seat back adjust right there. And then you have your hex pattern on the seat, the leather seat here that's heated and ventilated. The bolster right here is black leatherette, contrast stitching on it as well, all the way up the side as well. And then the headrest nests and the backrest nice and neat here. It's manually adjusted with contrast stitching here and more amber brown. The arm pad in the middle is going to be black leatherette with a contrast stitch. There's a look at the back seats. And the passenger seat is going to be a mirror image of this seat here. As we go ahead and climb in, you can see those stainless steel pedal caps down below, down there. This one does have paddle shifters. The initial batches of these came without paddle shifters. This one has paddle shifters included. You have a steering wheel adjust here. You can pull out, push in, raise it, lower it, set it where you need it, and then lock it back in place. The R-Line badge in piano black down here at the base. You do also have a splash of piano black down here on the steering wheel spokes, flat silver finish on the rest. The logo right there in the middle. You have your volume control on the left, song skip and preset skip over here on the right. The wiper stalk is over here. You do have rain sensing wipers, one swipe. The wipers sets that when you click up one click. You do also have wiper wash on here and then the rear wiper on top. That's a new design for 2025 and 2026. So shifter is up here now. You have it on the steering wheel. You just twist towards the front for drive, twist towards the front again for sport, twist towards the front again to toggle back to drive, and then twist back for reverse. It chimes like an Audi. There's your screen right there. You have trajectory steering. Turn that wheel left, turn the wheel right. The yellow line moves accordingly. The red line signifies where your bumper is and where the hatch will open to. And then you also have the green line there. If I switch it to drive, it switches to the front camera, which also has trajectory steering. Turn to the right, turn it to the left. That yellow line moves accordingly. The red line signifies where your front end is or your bumper, so you don't want anything to cross that. Green line is straight ahead. You get this overhead view over here as well, as you do have a 360 camera. To put the car in park, you're going to push this button right here at P. It turns red up here where it says, it lights up P in red, and it shows up on the screen there. You do also have the e-brake right here. You just lift up on that guy. Start stop button is here. Here's your giant 15-inch screen. You have 3 pages of information here, so you can swipe to the next page here. The 3 little dots tell you that, and then I can swipe across again, and then I have this one. Elevation, hill descent control, electronic stability control. I also have steering angle and then oil temperature, and I can toggle between compass and steering angle here, and oil temperature and coolant temperature here. If I swipe back one screen here, I have multiple pages here on vehicle status. There's my tire pressure, there's my oil levels, and then there is the service where I can do service for the wipers, and it tells me when my next service is due. If I swipe back one more, I have this screen here. I have Ida, which is my virtual assistant. You get 1 year of AI services included with this, which is going to be Chat GPT, aided like searches and things like that. If you ask Ida questions and things like that, you're going to have that. Climate control, I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. It's off on this car right now. There is my climate control. I can adjust my fan speed here. I can also do recirculated air or air care. I'll do the air care there. And then my vent settings are all right here. Defrost here. And then there's settings here where I can do different things here. And the car will chime at me because it doesn't like to sit here idled. So I can do that there. Now, I'm going to get out of that, but you have that climate control stuff there. You do also have heated and ventilated seats on both driver and passenger side. They start on high, then medium, then low, then off on both of these. I don't really need them on right now. We're kind of in a perfect temperature. It's 55 degrees out. Now, back to this screen here. I do have different views here, so I can change my views. So I can toggle between these. I can actually show navigation here and navigation here, where I can have navigation on 2 screens there, if you can see that. That's pretty cool. It does do wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, so it'll show on this big screen right here. You can do turn-by-turn directions when you're using Android Auto or Apple CarPlay on this screen as well. It'll show the next turn, but it won't show the map here. You do also have a head-up display here. You can see it kind of flickering right there. Dynamic road sign display, the adaptive cruise control animation also shows up here, and also your speed. So you can also change that in the wintertime, where you can change the color of that so it'll still show up during snow, as we're expecting snow on Friday, so you'll probably be changing that. This screen here is for navigation. You have all of these widgets at the top. Your auto start stop is up here. I already deactivated it. That right there, when it's illuminated yellow, tells you it's there. If I wanted to add a widget here, I can add it here. I'll add parking and then hit done, but you can change it out. You can edit these as you choose and change them out. You do also have AM, FM, and satellite radio in this car. So you can do Sirius XM and also internet radio here. You can do favorites and all of those things there. I'm going to actually get out of that there and show you the ambient lighting. Ambient lighting shows moods. You have this experience knob down here. The volume is muted right now, but I want to show you something. You hit infinity here, it changes to orange here, eternity, desire, and you can see it changing colors. So euphoria, vitality, and then there's custom. And if I change to custom, I'm not going to actually do it just this minute, but I'll show you that there. And then I want to change the view here. So we have this dial screen here. And then I'll do this again so you can kind of see these. There's orange. It changed orange over here. Green, blue, red, and yellow. So it does all of that right there for you. Okay, multiple screen displays here. So I've got this one here. And then when I hit with OK, I can bring up this screen right here. With OK, it changes back to the other dials here, or the other setup here. So that's pretty cool. I just learned something there. And even right now, it shows the front end of the car with the headlights on, as I do have the headlights on, and that's my adaptive cruise control animation. So I'm gonna go back to custom here and show you this. On custom, I just tap here. I can change the color. I always change to purple. I actually rocked red on top and gold on the bottom for the Chiefs. They got a much needed win this week, so I actually did that there. You can change it out there too. It comes back to purple right here. You do have this sill down here. A lot of you ask, does the sill light up here? It does. There's your volume control in the center, and then you have your temperature control there and also over here. And the glare is kind of showing over that, but there's red and blue here, red and blue over here. And there's a power button for the radio, and then climate's right here on the screen. There's also a hot button here where you can just go to climate. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong thing. I'll hit that again, take that away. It's this button right here. It brings up the fan speed in the middle. I can adjust it right there, and I can adjust my temperature right there as well. Now, the ambient lighting does go through the car, and it's kind of hard to see because this is daylight, but there's purple showing right here. It goes right here into the door arch, and or door handle arch right here, and then there's some in this panel up here on the dash, and up here, and then into the door arch back here, and it'll be the arch of the door back there in the back too. So it just shows these side panels, these two panels here, and then up here, and it does show an R-Line badge right there too. It's kind of hard to see, but it shows it right there. Cup holders are right here, stadium seat style cup holders. This one's taller than this one here, so you don't have lids battling for supremacy. There's your volume knob right there. And remember, I told you this was an experience knob. If you push down on it here, I can switch between different moods here, and it does the same thing that it was doing before on the screen here. And then I can swipe across and change it to drive mode. So I have eco, comfort, sport, custom, off-road, and snow. So I have all these different ones here. Down here, here's a look at the key fob here. Nice chunky key fob here. You have remote start on there, unlock, hatch open, and lock right there, and then panic alarm, VW logo on the back. You do have storage down here. Wireless charging here. Your phone just clips here with the back facing the driver's thigh. Then you also have two USB-Cs down here that are backlit so you can see them at night. This armrest right here does lift up. There's a little storage tray that's removable here. Your 12-volt charger port right there. So you get a lot of storage here. This tray drops right back in here. And this armrest does lock. You can adjust it and lock it in place. So it's not going to lock in place for me there. I promise you it does it. Now I can't get it to do. There it goes. It locked on camera there. And you heard it kind of click there and ratchet up. And then to get it down, you just lift all the way up, push back, and then drop down. So you have a locking armrest there that's stolen from the Golf R and a GTI. You do also have manuals in the glove box right here. Bottle storage in the door. 3-seat memory for passenger. Massage button and all of the forward, back, up, and down settings are on the passenger seat as well. So I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to go to seats here and show you the massage program here. So you have driver and passenger. You can change between the two. You can change the program here. We wait with waves for back, lumbar, shoulders, circles, upward strokes, and tapping, and then relaxation and back activation. So we'll leave it on that. Then there's a start button, there's the duration, and then also the intensity level. So I will tell you what, the massage seat on here is pretty amazing. It doesn't disappoint at all. So you have that for both driver and passenger. That's class leading. No other car in this class has that. Now, there's your screen right there. Auto dimming home link mirror with 3-door garage door memory. Digital compass right there. Black headliner with a panoramic sunroof right there. I'm going to open this up real quick here. This pane of glass stacks on top of that one there. You get the pop-up windscreen right here. You also have a power sunshade that you can close here too. That's tinted glass on that. I'm going to go ahead and close that. It's a swipe to the front to close, and then I'm going to close that sunshade too. It's just a little swipe on the right runner. The right runner is the sunshade, the left runner is the sunroof. Very nice. Now, I didn't mention that there was Harman Kardon audio in here. So there is, if I go to sound real quick here, sound. There we go. So the sound settings, Harman Kardon audio. You have a subwoofer in the trunk. Very nice setup here. You do sound focus here, where you can move this around. You can hit center here, or you can actually do sound focus, where you can change it to the rear seats, the front driver's seat, both front seats, or all the seats. Pretty cool. And then you have surround sound right here, where you can go from stereo to surround. Very nice. I had the same setup in my Golf R. I absolutely love it. There is the screen again there, and then there's your home screen. This is your home button that takes you back every time. All right, let's take a look at the back seats. There's a look at your wheels right there. This one comes in at 46,021. Extras on this one include $455 for the Opal white pearl exterior, $405 for auto dimming home link mirror, $305 for a 3rd year prepaid maintenance from Volkswagen prepaid maintenance, $296 for monster mats, $1475 for destination, brings you to 46,021. This car is a product of Mexico. The U.S. Canadian parts content is 15%, Mexico's 37%. Final assembly point, Puebla, Mexico. Engine is Mexico. Transmission is United States. As we open up the back here, there's a look at your seats in the back. The 2 outboard seats are going to be heated as well. And you have amber brown in the door inset, black down here on the arm pad, bottle storage in the door. Extra storage right here in between the door and the passenger seats. Car seat hookups here and also over there. Top tether hookups over the back of the seats. Adjustable headrests that are two-tone on the two outboard headrests, and the middle headrest is all black. All have contrast stitching. Here's a little lever to fold the seat down. Steel reinforcing plate in the back of the seat with the top tether hookup. All three seats will have a top tether hookup. And the SEL turbos and the SEL R lines, I should say, from 2025 come with a privacy cover included. Other Tiguans, you'll have to get that extra. It doesn't come standard. So here you have storage pockets here as well. And then you also have heated seats on, as I said, on the outboard seats with capacitive touch controls there. They can also control their temperature back here. They just can't control the fan speed. You do also have two USB-Cs back here that are also backlit so you can see them at night. There's a look up front from the back. A look up at the headrest or the headliner. I'm going to open the sunshade again so you can see the sunroof back here. There's a look at the seat here. Very nice seats here. Fold down armrest in the middle. It's squishy yet firm. Very nice. Cup holders are embedded in that. It says Harman Kardon in the speaker setup right here. And another look out the back there with your privacy cover, nice and flat. There's a look at that sunroof going up front. There's a look at the front infotainment screen there. Let's take a look at the rear hatch. Another look at your wheels there. So come around to the back where the G and the U meet. You just squeeze right there. That opens the hatch. It's a power lift gate that's adjustable. Here's a look through from the back to the front. Very nice. True 5-seater setup. Privacy cover does disconnect here and here on this side, and it is removable. Front license plate will put on request. There's storage over here on the left side and the right side. Recessed trunk lights on both the left and the right, and a 12-volt charger port right here. You do also have extra storage right there in that little spot there. Underneath the floor, underneath the cargo protection system here, there's a little loop. This is a tri-fold floor, so you can fold this guy up in thirds. Your spare tires underneath right there. Quick release subwoofer. You pull that out and you get to your jack apparatus on the side here. And you do also have seat pulls right here. That seat folds flat, and right here. Single fingered to pull those flat. They fold down flat for you. The button is over on the left to close that hatch. This car comes with a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty on it from Volkswagen. That's 4 years, 50,000 miles, and includes 3 years of included maintenance. 3 years of included maintenance with this particular unit will double to 6 years if you buy from me at Bommarito St. Peter's. That's 6 years of free maintenance. Your 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60,000-mile oil changes are all covered. And also, if you buy from me at Bommarito St. Peter's, I'm going to give you a 10-year, 200,000-mile nationwide engine and powertrain warranty free of charge. Let's take one more look at this absolutely awesome 3D tail light setup here. You can change the light animations, and it actually has layers to it. Only the Tiguan SEL R line has that. The other Tiguans have just a regular LED light across the back. So if you're interested in this car or another one like it, give me a call. 636-290-4257, 636-290-4257. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram at Reese Sells Cars. Remember to ask for Reese. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great day.